So your homework is to implement iCategory repository GUI interface. So you will create category repository GUI class that will implement the interface, and you will implement all four methods: the get categories, get category by ID, get all categories of a book, and get all books for a category. Get categories and get category by ID, for these two, just follow the example that we did in the country repository GUI class, because it's pretty much the same, except of course you will be getting categories and not countries, so you will have to also change the URIs. Now, get all categories of a book is very similar to get categories. In fact, it's almost identical. The only difference will be the API call for the URI. Obviously, get categories will be API/categories, and get all categories of a book has a different URI. That's the only change you will have to make. So just have a look at the documentation and you will see what URI you need to use for this call. And get all books for category, that one will be very similar to the previous one, the get all categories of a book method. Again, it's almost the same, just in reverse. Here you will be returning collection of books rather than categories. So you will just have to make change to variable names, and of course the URI will be different. So once you implement the methods, then create categories controller, and here only two actions are needed: the index action that will call the get categories, and get category by ID action, which will call the get category by ID method in the repository. The other two methods do not need their views or action. They will be implemented later together with different actions. And at the end, create a view for index and get category by ID actions. Just two simple views. Follow the index and get country by ID examples in countries controller. At this point you should be able to pull this off. There really is nothing new in this. We already did everything in the countries controller and country repository GUI class. So you really just have to follow that if you get stuck. So I hope you give it a try, and I will show you my solution in the next couple of videos.